All right, I want to show you what to do on our second Google Sheets assignment. On our first one, let me show you something here. I'll just switch over to here. All right, on our first one, this is what we did on our first assignment, and all we were doing is calculating sums, right? I did the sandwiches, and I had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and we just calculated sums. That's all we did. All right, well, we're going to look at other things that you can calculate and other ways that you can make Google Sheets do the calculation today on this assignment. So you'll have, this will be posted on Google Classroom, and so this is Sheets number 2, and when you click on Google Classroom on the link for this Sheets number 2, here's what it will look like. Now, the first thing I want to point out to you is that at the bottom left-hand side, there are these 3 tabs that say Grades, Temps, and Hoops. I don't want anybody to get this. This first one looks like a grade book, like there's students' names and there's test scores, and we're going to do a calculation on this. But I don't want you to do this one and then think that you're done, because you're not. When you get done with the first one, you have to come over here and click on the Temps tab down at the bottom, and then you have a little bit of work to do here, and then you have to click on the Hoops tab, and then you have a little bit of work to do here. And I'm going to show you what the work is, so if you watch this, you'll know what to do. All right, so let's go back to the Grades sheet. Right, the tabs are down at the bottom, and you can click on Grades, Temps, or Hoops, and I'm back on the Grades sheet. This has some students listed here, and it has test scores. They've taken 10 different tests, and they all have their test scores on here. And you can tell if you look way over here at column M, we're going to calculate the average. Well, folks, this one's pretty easy. Here's what you do. I'm just going to start. Robin Banks is the first student. By the way, you don't want to be doing that. You don't want to be Robin Banks. All right, so I'm going to click and drag and select all of those test scores, starting there at 88 and down to 96. It's running from C10 down to L10. Start at 88, drag down, 96, and here's all we have to do this time. Come up to that weird-looking letter E where it says Functions, drop down the menu, and we want the computer to calculate an average. So I'll click there, and it pops on with this, and it's showing me, it says, okay, I'm going to take these numbers that are in the orange box, and I'm going to calculate an average. Is that what you want? It's kind of like Google Sheets is talking to us. I'll press Enter to say okay, and I get the suggested autofill. Well, that's great, so I'll take it, right? I'll hit the check mark, and I've got this calculation made for every student on the whole list. All the averages have been calculated. Now, you have another job on this sheet, and that is to format it a little bit. And you can do this any way you want to. You don't have to do it any particular way. But when I say format, I mean things like I'm going to change the font, and I think I might come along here and center this, and I think I might come along here and add a fill color to it, and I might even add some borders in on it. There's a setting for borders up there, and that's where when you format it, you do it however you feel like you want to. I'm not going to be choosy about that. You just have to format it a little bit and make it look different. Change a font, change some color, change some alignment, play around with the way it looks, and there we go. Good enough. All right, so the first one's done. First one of 3. Let's switch over to the Temps sheet. All right. Well, so here's what we're going to do. First of all, these are all real places. Smileyburg, Kansas, and Y, Arizona, and Bacon, Indiana. It's a real place. You can Google these. And the data that's here is like for Smileyburg, Kansas. On an average summer day, the high temperature is 89. On an average winter day, the low temperature is 27. So we're kind of looking at usually how hot does it get in the summer, and usually how cold does it get in the winter for the lowest, right? So it's 89 and 27. And then over here it says temp range. Well, so here's what we're going to do. I want to find out how many degrees difference, right, from 89 to 27. Now, if we're finding a difference, that is subtraction, right? It's just a subtraction problem. But do not do the subtraction problem yourself, and don't get a calculator out and do the subtraction problem. We're going to do it ourselves, or we're going to have the computer do it for us. Now, also, do not just come over here to temperature range and type 89 minus 27. That's not what I want you to do at all. Here's how this works. we're going to write a formula ourselves. And anytime you're going to put in a formula yourself, you start with an equal sign. So I'm going to put that in there. That's just a rule on Google Sheets. I'm going to put in a formula, so I'm going to start it with an equal sign. All right, now, next up. I'm going to look at this 89, but I'm going to think, okay, where is it? In what cell is it? So I'm looking, it's in C5. Look at that. It's in column C, row 5. That's its location. So right here, I'm going to type C5. I'm not going to I didn't type 89. It's showing me 89 here, but I didn't type 89. I typed C5. And so I'm kind of telling the computer, go look at whatever number is in cell C5, and then I want it to subtract, so I'll just put a minus sign, and I want to subtract this number right here. Well, what's its location? D5. All right, it's in column D, row 5, so I'll just say D5. And now, so this formula looks like this. An equal sign tells the computer, okay, this is a calculation. I want to make a calculation. And then I said C5 minus D5. I didn't type 89 minus 27. I typed C5 minus D5. And it's looking over here, and it's seeing 89, and it's going to subtract 27, and it even is showing us what the answer is. I'm going to go ahead and press the Enter key, and I get a suggested autofill. Yes, thank you very much. I'll take that. And all of these calculations have been made for every row. 81 minus 20 is 61, and 68 minus 5 is 63 in Embarrass, Minnesota. All right, now the other thing you have to do on this sheet is that you need to format it a little bit. And I'm not going to be choosy about this, folks. I might do this one this way. Watch, I'll fill this top row with black, but now, oh gosh, I can't see the text, so I'll turn the text to like a light gray. And then I'll fill this bottom area with a gray color, and I'm going to go like that. That's how I'm going to format it. But you do whatever you want. You can use whatever colors you want. You can change fonts. You can change alignments. You can set it up however you want. I just don't want it to look plain old black and white like it did at the beginning. All right, so there we go. That one's done. All right, so we're moving on to our final part here. We've done the grades. Good. We've done the temps. Good. Now it's time to do the hoops. Here is our third one. I'm basing what you see here on the first Space Jam movie, I haven't seen the second one. So Space Jam All-Stars, Michael Jordan, Bugs Bunny, Porky Pig, you see all the basketball players over here. And there's game 1 and game 2 and game 3 and game 4 and game 5. They played 5 games, but look right here. Oh, I've already plugged a formula in there that's calculating their total points. It's doing a sum. So for example, Michael Jordan has scored 87 points so far. In game 1, game 2, game 3, game 4, game 5. If you add them all up, he has scored 87 points. All right, but here's what we want to calculate. The average, point average. All right, well, and here's the problem with this one. If I just click here on 23 and drag over like this, and then I try to come up here and I say, oh, okay, just give me an average, that is not going to work. That is not going to work because that 87 that you see in total points there at cell G8, that cannot be included in this calculation. That you do not want that 87 to be included in the average. So we can't do it the way we normally would, where I would just like drag across there and click average, and all right, we got to do it a little bit different. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to click right here in cell H8 where it says average points, and it's on the row for Michael Jordan, and we're going to do it ourselves. Well, I said a minute ago on the previous one, on the temp sheet, anytime you're going to type in a formula yourself, you start it with an equal sign. So I'll do that. I'm going to start it with an equal sign. Then I'm just going to start typing. What I wanted to do is calculate an average, so I'm just going to start typing AVER. Oh, look. I don't even have to finish the word. It's suggesting, and you know, your phones do that and everything, right? So it's suggesting here, do you want an average? Well, yeah, I kind of do, so I'm going to go ahead and click that. And it even put in here for me, if it doesn't do it, you'll have to do it yourself, but it put the left parenthesis in there. That's good. Now here's what we do. We go back here and we look at, for Michael Jordan, game 1, where it says 23 right here, is in cell what? Let's look. It looks like it's in B8. It's in column B in row 8. So I'm just going to type here B8, like that, B8. All right, now there's a punctuation mark that has to come next, and you got to get this right. If you don't get the punctuation mark right, then this isn't going to work. The punctuation mark is a colon. It's right next to the letter L on your keyboard, but you have to hold the shift key because a colon is 2 dots, not a dot and a comma. It's not a semicolon, it's a colon. All right, so I'm going to hit shift and put a colon in there, and that's what it should look like right there. All right, now, game 5 for Michael Jordan. This is where we want the calculation to stop. We do not want to include that 87, so I want the calculation to stop right here. Okay, well, that's what? F8. So I'm just going to type that in there. I'll put F8, letter F, number 8. And if I look, it is even showing me here, well, okay, I'm going to take these 5 numbers right here and calculate an average. Is that what you want me to do? And it is, yes. Now, it does not have its closing parenthesis yet, so I'm going to hit Shift-0 to close the parenthesis because I'm trying to be a good boy, all right? You should do that. So I'm going to press Enter, and it makes the calculation. I have a suggested autofill. Answer's yes, I would love to have that. And then the other, send feedback, great. The other thing that you have to do here is, just like all the others, take the data that we have here. We've put in our calculation. The calculation is made. Take the data and format it a little bit. Do something as far as like a, it can be whatever you want, but like a fill color. I might change the text color just for fun. I like throwing borders in there. There we go. Yay, I've got it formatted. So now it's all done, right? The grades are done. I put in that averaging formula there to calculate the average. The temps are done because we have calculated the temperature range by doing that subtraction problem. The hoops are done because we put in that averaging formula right there. We did a little bit differently, but we got it done. And this is ready to turn in. So there you go.